What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the mountain. As you can see, we kind of got a winter's kind of hit a little bit of snow. Now, I don't know when this video is going to hit. I pre-record these months in advance. They're scheduled to come out, so it might even be summer right now. I'm not sure when this is going to pop. We rocking the Go to War Poverty Pony PSA build with the IED light on the front, with the tannerite plates in Minecraft. But we out here getting some training in. I'm actually going to try to start a fire out in this. This isn't what this video is about. This video is about why you should camouflage your gear. But yeah, I just want to say, even though it's freezing, we cold, we out here, we still got our rifle, and we still out here training. So yeah, hopefully that's good enough of an intro. Let's try to build this fire real quick. And then we'll get into the meat and potatoes. So guys, I just want to show you guys this supposed fire in this winter wonderland with like four inches. That's a lot for us. 4 inches of snow, 4 or 5 inches. It's smoking. I used all my kindling I used all my starters. I was even using a lighter. Like I said, this is training. I'm not out here like for the night or anything. This is training, and this is exactly why we train. Okay, if I would have trusted my skills to make a fire in a cold environment like this, and I just got complacent with it, let's say I got stuck out on the road or something and I was a couple miles away from my house, but I got snowed in, so I had to bunk up for the night, I'd be dead. I'd freeze to death, most likely. I mean, it's like 2 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I mean, it's cold. And yeah, so even though I had the driest sticks out here, I just chopped them, I feathered them. I'm not a survivalist. I'm actually going to take a survival class soon, because we should always be against complacency and getting better. So yeah, we should have a survival expert out here soon. Guy that works with the Department of Fish and Wildlife, a really close friend, but that should be coming. If you see this video, it should be coming in a couple months. So now that you guys learned that lesson, that complacency kills, no matter if it's a survival or a firefight scenario, let's get into, look at that, that's frozen on there. Let's get into why you should camo your stuff. Now, I'm a firm believer, if you have a rifle or a shotgun or any kind of gear and you plan on using it end of world or a duty rifle or something, quote unquote, you need to spray paint it. You need to camouflage it. Now, yes, you can Cerakote it, but Cerakoting camo jobs are ridiculously expensive and really hard to do and make it look right. You could just get tan colors, burnt bronze, or OD green. But honestly, Rust-Oleum, you could get 5 cans of Rust-Oleum, $6 a piece. So that's what? That's $30-ish after tax, give or take, 30, 35. And I just want you guys to know, I spray paint all my guns. Everyone that has a use for self-defense or a duty use, like my rifles, my ARs, I spray paint. People are like, oh, you're killing the resale value. Bubba, I never plan on getting rid of these things. Like, even if I ain't got food, these things are, or a house, these things are my protection. These things are an asset. These things are your life. You should look at them like that. Now, I'm not saying you should put food out your family's mouths, but if it's that bad, don't let people bully you about getting on EBT. If you guys are that bad off, go to your health department and get your food stamps, get your Medicaid. Like, if you guys are that bad off, really hurting. I know some people bully you. Don't let them bully you. No one actually gives a shit, and the people that do, they're just mad that they don't have it. But that's what it's there for. Use those government programs, okay? So, like I said, if you're that bad off, your rifle still needs to be your lifeline. But I don't want to take food out of anybody's mouth or anybody's baby's mouth. That's just horrid to think that you guys couldn't afford food. So why not just leave it black? You know, people have this common misconception that black works good in, you know, in dark or early morning when it's kind of dark outside, or black is a good color for camouflage. Black is not a good color for any kind of camouflage. Maybe very, very dark brown, but the only things in nature that are black are some species of animal, like the crow, and shadows. They can be like, well, all black, you know, going in the shadows sounds like a good idea, but the only thing that we can recognize at night is black blobs, is the shadows, is things moving. That's the only thing we can see at night, whether under moonlight or very, very low ambient light, or even night vision to some extent. The only thing we can see is the color black. So dressing in all black and making yourself an outline, or your rifle an outline, whether at night or like if you're sitting on the edge of the field and there's sunlight and somebody could see the outline of a rifle that's very distinct, there's nothing to break it up. That's the problem. You're not breaking the pattern up, and like I said, nothing is really completely black. Like I said, most things are dark brown, and yes, you could say shadows, but you know what they say, the ambiance or the how opaque it is. You know what I'm talking about? That's never 100%. It's never, even with, unless it's completely dark, completely, you know, like a new moon, like no moon, whatever that cycle's called, then nothing is just pitch black. It's not fully black. It's always got a tint to it of a different color. So like I said, dark brown is good. You want to look at your environment. If you live in the desert, you don't have to worry about the snow. Then khaki brown, dark brown, maybe a little bit of green here and there, but you know, you really want to match your camo to your environment. If it's snowy almost all year, put a little bit of white in there, you know, like look at this rifle. That's not paint, that's snow frozen on there. So if you want to repaint it, that's cool. Now going back to the Cerakote versus spray paint, Cerakoting is really expensive compared to spray paint. It's like 4 or 5, 6 times as expensive, at least. And especially on a duty weapon, you're going to end up scratching it. You don't really need to be worried about what it looks like as long as it works. You want to get there, you want to break the pattern up, you want to do stripes, you want to do the, you know, the mesh bag. We might do a how to do it later on this channel. You want to get, you know, your laundry bag, break up the pattern really well so it's hard to see, it's hard to detect. The more you break it up, the smaller the pattern to an extent, the better it is. You want to cover your optics and your flashlight, everything, give her a good spray over. Now like I said, why do that? Because if it's any kind of duty weapon or end of the world weapon, if you want any practical use out of it, or if you're expecting an evasion of some sort, I don't care how much you know, it doesn't matter how much you spend on it, you're going to get yourself killed. You're going to get yourself literally murdered, capped, because somebody can see the outline at 200 meters. You can't see them because they're all camoed up and they just snipe your ass in the head. Now, I know that is very, very blunt. I'm a very blunt person, but if you don't paint your rifle, you're going to die. And I've hit on this on my cover and concealment video. I have a friend, bless him, I love him. All right, if you're watching this, I love you. But he has a Cerakoted part on his gun and he will not paint it. He said, no, man, it's bronze. But that's like his only duty rifle. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna die with that shiny ass anodized Cerakote. You're gonna die, right? We live in the woods. We operate in the woods. Somebody's gonna see that glint, that shininess from a mile away, and then you're capped, and then they just got a brand new rifle, and you know what they're gonna do? One, it's no use to you. You just lost that rifle and you're dead. And two, they're gonna spray paint it because they know what the hell they're doing. All special operations, unless they specialize just in CQB, paint their rifles. Snipers, recon, paint their rifles in the military. You know, we shouldn't do military doctrine as civilians or Minutemen to an exact T, because we don't have the logistics and the whole U.S. government or the whole small country government, whatever, backing us up. We don't have the money, we don't have the manpower of that. So we have to take that and twist it. And then in this sense, you need to paint your stuff, you need to paint your gear. They do make fabric spray paint. I painted this yesterday. I still gotta go over another coat, but look at this. This was light gray hiking back from Walmart. This thing is super comfortable, but it stuck out so bad. I mean, you could literally see it from a mile, but look at this. All I did was put blotches of brown, OD green, some light green on it. And now, I mean, heck, you put it up against a tree and you're above like 50 meters, you can't even tell it's there. It's that good. Because I broke up the pattern, I broke up the silhouette. Now, like I said, we'll go into how exactly to break up patterns and the best way and how to avoid detection with camouflage in a different video. This is mainly just to show you one, complacency. I know that was just kind of an extra bit in there, but this is also to show you guys that if you're on the edge about doing it, you need to do it. If you don't do it, you are going to get yourself killed, unless maybe you live in New York or something, some big ass city. Then it really wouldn't matter, I don't think. But if you plan on bugging out to the woods, you're going to the woods, or you live in the woods, you need to paint your stuff. I don't care. I don't care. If you don't, if you're in denial about it, you are going to die if it ever went down. You will die. And at that point, it's just, I'm letting you know now, at that point, it's just your own damn fault. People out there in denial, they got the best kit, and they got like a neon orange, like hiking backpack, and they got a orange and blue plate carrier, and you're just like, bro, this ain't a video game. This ain't Call of Duty, man. You only get one life, and then most deaths are horrific. Death is a horrific thing. It's disgusting and evil, and I know it's a natural process, but I'm good. I'm good with being up in the woods with my camo stuff. Look, y'all don't listen to me. Y'all see this? I'm trying to spread the word. You know, this whole channel is about military tactics and how to conduct them, and trying to keep y'all alive for when the end of the world hits. That's why y'all need to sub, hit that bell, because every video I put on is always about war fighting and keeping yourself alive. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time on the mountain. Let me know if you like these rants videos, because I know, like myself, I gotta beat it in my head sometimes. I'm stubborn. I have to beat it in my head like, hey, you need to camo your stuff, you need to camo your stuff, you need to get a radio, you need to get this, hey, save your money, stop buying these rifles, you know, you need to put money in ammo so you can train, and just stuff like that. I gotta beat it in my head sometimes, so hopefully I can beat it in your guys' head too. But much love. Y'all stay safe, stay frosty. Peace.